We have our first guest in the studio. She's been in music for 26 years, has released 13 albums. That's a lot of numbers, but let's just say that she started her music journey from 1977. And if you see her, you're not going to know that she has been that long in the industry because she's looking really fresh. She's Nigerian, complete Nigerian, an Igbo woman married to an Edo man whose daughter is married to a Yoruba person. So she has been everywhere. Maybe she's going to relocate to the north very soon, and then we can complete her sojourn in Nigeria. Her name is Ehiliz Musoe. Ehiliz Musoe, and she's a gospel minister. She's a music minister and music artist, and she's also an ambassador for peace by the United Nations. She's been awarded across the country and out of our country, Nigeria. And she's here with us today to talk about her music journey and the plans that she has moving forward. You're welcome on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You look very beautiful.
And you too. Thank you.
Thank you. So 26 years.
I actually got to 27 because by September 27, I released my first album, 1994.
Wow.
So if you do that plus or minus, it's going to be 27 years.
My first question is, when you started then, and now that you are here now, did you think that you were going to be in the industry for this amount of time?
Yes, I hope that because the calling was so glaring, very clear, and I knew that God would take me to this. The only that I did not start immediately. Like you mentioned in your introduction, I had the call 1977, but coming from a very low background, I was giving excuses to God, give me time to finish my school because I was still in secondary school then. After that, He said, give me time again to get married and bear my children so that they won't start, there will be no disturbance. But by 1994, I had only just 2 children. The pressure was so much on me that I could not resist anymore. So I had to yield to the voice of God. That's after 17 years, So that's exactly what happened. And since then, by His special grace, I've been consistent. I'm doing it along working too. I did not really take the musical career as my only career. Okay. I have other things I do. I work in a bank for so many years, and other businesses I also chairman and some board member in some great companies, managing directors of some companies and all that. But I just retired November last year after working for good 40 years. So wow. And I said, okay, let me now face the music now and see how far God will take me to.
Wow. If after 40 years you've worked and you still look like this, then you need to tell me your secrets after the show. Just
to God be the glory. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So most of the time when we have guests on the show, it's either they're single or they just got married or they've been married for a while. It's always different. How was it for you to combine family, business, and music? Most of the time when we're talking to our guests, it's always like they have to maybe put a hold on something, or like you mentioned that you were telling God to hold on for you, to give you time to finish education, to take care of your children. So how was it? How were you able to combine all that?
Well, to God be the glory, first and foremost. I have one small slogan. I call it plan your work and work your plan.
Plan your work and work your plan.
That has been very, very helpful. You even miss one. I also attended the evening school, so to say, because I have my BSc in accounts, first degree, and second degree master's in finance, and this was done during evening school. So to say, that is
evening school
part-time. I call it evening school part-time. So adding that, God still kept me. I actually plan my work. If I'm going to school, I make good use of my refrigerator, cook some food, put passion them later so that my senior daughter can help to warm when I'm away. Sometimes my husband, and they have been very, very, supportive, and that's how I manage to do it. And if I'm going to somewhere, I don't like to plan. I like to plan then. If I'm traveling 3 days, I'll start planning and packing my things down. So that's just what I do. And so going to school, I will leave them do that when I come back. And then my husband also, who also believes in education and capacity building, believes that I should acquire this, knowledge and all that. So he helps as much as he could. And I didn't use house help because I tried initially, it didn't work, so I stopped. I with my children.
So you were very hands-on in everything.
Yes, but because I didn't stop anyone out. Apart from this music, I said, God, I won't go into the music since 1977 because let me get married. That's the only thing. But the moment I started 1994, I was just carrying them hand by hand by using that slogan, plan your work.
Plan your work and work your plan.
Yeah.
I like that. Ehiliz has said, plan your work and work your plan.
Yeah.
If you've not been planning, now it's time for you to begin, as our guest has given us the inspiration.
Honestly.
Plan your work and work your plan. Right now, we're going to take your music video for our wonderful audience watching, and we'll be right back. Stay with us. It's still Hanging Out TV show.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise as I bring to you our podium. Ehiliz.
Now you the know Jesus more. Now you be your guy, Baba more. Yes you are. Wonder, call his name. Jehovah Nissi. Dellectable. Let us talk him. Ebube Jesus. Jehovah Nissi. Dellectable. Let us talk him. Yes. Your mighty power, your sweet love, on my back and I don't know what thing I go do if I live it without you. Didn't can get me try. Chimama, Onyama, Imarama, Jayama, Jehovah. I praise you every day. Chimama, Onyama, Imarama, Jayama, Jehovah. I praise you every day. Now you the know Jesus more. Now you be your guy, Baba more. Yes you are. Wonder, call his name. Jesus, oh, you are wonderful. You are beautiful. Yes. There is none like you. You are God. I worship you. Everybody can. You turned my shame to fame. You gave me a brand new name. This your love. I'm a Ramanes Yoko. Who is like you? I never see a more. As I turn over, could find nobody like you. I look high and low, could find nobody like you. As I turn over, could find nobody like you. Nobody like you. Now you the know. Jesus more. Now you be your God.
Welcome back. That was King of Kings by Ehiliz. And while that music video was playing, I was telling her that she strikes me as a woman who is very time compliant. She knows what the people of this generation need, and she's giving it hot. Ehiliz, what inspired this video? I mean, not just the song, not just the lyrics, but what inspired you doing it like this?
You have already said it all, that I know the times we're in, what our youth loves. And, any musician now should play along that line. Because I also, my personal thinking is also to bring them close to God. I work with the youths. In my television program, I specifically for the youths. So I know this is what they need at this time. And also in myself too, I'm also the kind of person that knows how to dance. So
yes, you've been dancing for a long time.
It's not difficult for me at all. That's it.
Let's talk about the beginning of your journey. When you started, you've recorded 13 albums so far for the span of your career in music. Tell us about your first album. How many songs were there? What was the experience like?
Yeah, my first album were 8 songs, and the title is Behold I Stand, taken from Revelation 3:20. Like you mentioned, it's purely gospel, and I've always been a messenger of God through song, so that is the title. And I try, that time was cassette too. It's not CD, it was cassette. I don't know if anybody can see cassette now. So when I just print 2,000 copies, it was just huge for me. 2,000 copies was just big, So I only targeted Benin City where I was. So we were local champions then. And then that one really, went viral. And the second album, Now You, Jesus, the #1, second one. I think that's why some people even know me. Even to tomorrow, they still call me Jesus or number one. So that one also was another hit, that particular track. So say I just started, come back to Jesus, it is well, too late, Odogu, patience in Didi. Just like that. I come to Future Hotel, and my next one, I read them, Onyije, and you are the best. So just name them like that.
I like it. And we know that you're a gospel artist, but there's always maybe backstories that inspire songs, maybe life experiences, apart from the inspiration that comes from God. So what have been your major inspirations in writing your songs?
Well, sometimes it's what I see happening.
Okay.
Like when I talk about patience, I had the opportunity to go to Lekki, at that Lekki toll gate. People who leave the line. The toll gate can take up to 8 vehicles this way, 8 this way, if I'm not mistaken. But you see, they've already formed about almost 12 lines. The vehicles are just coming each other. And you that is on the straight line, the one that is wrong, want to, overtake you or not. I said, what is all this impatience? That's why I got that song.
Patience.
Indeed. And we need to be patient in whatever we do. So sometimes I could be washing clothes, I could be sleeping, I just jump up in the night and start writing. My husband says, what is it? I say, no, there's a song, I want to write it. But it's not a full song most time that God gives us. It could just be a line or two, like that you develop it according to the line. So that is. And because I love music from my childhood, once I hear two sounds, once I hear two sounds put together, I'm already shaking, I'm already dancing. My mother used to call me Ajanukwe. Ajanukwe in Igbo means somebody who cannot stand any form of music, Okay. So when I started growing up, I decided to, how do I now sing? So whenever I close from school, I watch Anglican church school. They're quite rehearsing.
Yes.
I will stand by, watch them rehearsing. I've even throwing my voice from there. They would look, who is that small girl? And I'll take on my history. So like that. But finally, when I gave my life to Christ, 1977, that's in 1977, through Scripture Union, SU, then, Alicia said we should ask God for a gift. That everybody, God deposits gifts into everyone. So we should pray and find out our gift. So I took it up. More than 3 months I was praying, asking God for gift, till the revelation came.
And you were to do music?
Yes, and when I had a revelation, I didn't wait for any soothsayer to tell me sing, because the word actually say, sing unto me, sing unto me, sing unto, and finally disappears. So when I woke up terrified, I could hear my heart beat, boom, 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 that kind of thing. So I didn't even want any pastor to tap it to me, anybody. I just knew that is what God asked me to do. Yeah.
And so far, since
yes,
then,
I've been consistent by the special grace of God. 2 years, 3 years at most, I keep on releasing album. Yeah.
What's the most memorable song that you've ever recorded? It's 26 years is a long time, so I'm sure you've had quite a number of singles that you told yourself, yes, this is excellent. But which one comes to mind first?
They're all very good, as a matter of fact. And that is why I now came to sing that single again. As I told you, are the best. When I look at what God has done, I say he's truly the best. I think that is it's one of the latest ones, but that's good. All of those ones are good. All the invitation come back to Jesus. Oh, you see, let's come back, come back, come back. God loves you, come back, come back. He needs you, come back. He is calling you. Just to give them hope that no matter your sin, God is always calling you.
You just give us a little. Please, let's do it one more time. Do it one more time, so our guests audience can hear you.
Thank you. The same come back, another one.
It's your time here.
Oh Lord, you are the best. Hey, there is none like you. Oh Lord, you are the best. Jesus, you are the only Savior of my life. Oh Lord, you are the best. So, and then continues like that. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. When you started 1994, when you started recording in 1994, and now that you're still recording, there's so much that has happened.
A lot.
Technology is improved. People have changed. Mode of operations have, evolved.
Yes.
So what has been the most striking thing that you've encountered between 1994 and now that you've been recording? I mean, that time you've already mentioned that you used to use cassettes before.
No, it's not video, so that's number one. And in terms of packaging, we can now do work properly. We now have better producers to produce gospel songs that are different from the normal church choir, hymns, SSMS and all that. And then, our contents now in the video contents are becoming also better off and many things. So in fact, more people are coming to the industry as well too. It wasn't like maybe one or two persons we usually have before. Because the only female I could recall, 1977, is only Nyoke Nwun, but she didn't come up as a gospel artist. She sang, but one track I love so much. It was one of my things that inspired me as well. Kenelim Jehovah, Dini, hold behind him. I love that song as a little girl. So one of the things that also encouraged me to sing. So that's it. A lot of things has always happened and we're happy. The way we package our songs and the way we sing, the way, even the CD itself, the package and everything.
CDs are different.
Yes, our dressing to everything. We are actually now letting people know that God is actually the original owner of music. But his second name is music.
I have a question for you. There have been videos on social media that we've seen people posturing olden days music videos where they used to wear big hats and big skirts and big jackets. Did you ever wear those?
Of course I did.
Okay.
I even see my hair, I did. Of course, I did. At my own time, that was one of the things that I invoked.
Yes, they were in vogue then.
Yeah,
okay.
Now
you're very in vogue also.
Max the synchro system, the stuff.
Of course. So we're going to play another music video now.
Fine,
this is another of Ehiliz's releases, latest releases. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
We have our two guests right now on the set with us. We have Ehiliz Elizabeth Ngozi, also known as Ehiliz, and we also have Adewale Ojo, a fashion entrepreneur, and Mr. Ideal Nigeria. So we're about to come to the end of the show, but as you know, we don't do the finishing without asking our guests one more time about a few things. Ehiliz, any collaboration in the works?
Yes, I have done quite a number of them. I have collaborated with the same Michael Abdul we've just watched now in Heal Our Land. I just collaborated now too with Righteous Man.
Okay.
We did a song that we call By His Grace. I've done that with Igwe Patricia Waje Kings.
Okay.
Also from the same, Midnight Crew. And I can think I'm planning now to do a song with Chema Jesus.
Wow.
I mentioned it to her briefly when we met outside, and then when I'm ready, she said when I'm ready, she'll work with me.
We'll be looking forward to this collaborations. I'm sure it's going to be great music. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
How about you, Adewale Ojo, the man in the Agbada, pristine white? Tell us, how has Mr. Ideal affected your brand and your growth?
Okay, thank you. Mr. Ideal has affected me so much in a way that it has developed me in certain areas, because presently I'm having plans of becoming the president of Nigeria come 2027. That has really given, Mr. Ideal has really given me that inspiration to do that.
That's a good one.
Yes, Mr. Ideal has given me that inspiration to do that. And I really thank God for that inspiration.
Thank God for that. And
Yes.
I'm glad that there are many young people who are not looking at the presidency as so far, but
Yes.
we're aspiring to it. So
Yes.
we wish you all the best.
Yes.
Now, how can people reach you if they want to connect with you on your, what are your social media handles?
Okay, my social handle is Adewale Ojo
Okay.
on Facebook and Adewale Ojo on Instagram.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Adewale Ojo on Facebook and Instagram. How about you, Ehiliz? How can people connect with you on social?
That's Facebook official Ehiliz.
Official Ehiliz.
And then Instagram is just Ehiliz Music.
Ehiliz
But K,
Music.
not C.
Okay, so Ehiliz, M-U-S-I-K.
Yes.
Ehiliz Music. It's been so good having you on the show.
Thank you so much.
I hope you had
Pleasure's
a
mine
great time.
Of course I did.
Thank you for giving us such great music. And thank you for gracing us with your presence in your elegant agbada.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Yes, do that. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
We
yes.
just said
Yes.
1,500.
1,500. It's been such a great time
Yeah.
on Hanging Out TV show. We have amazing people in Nigeria, and it's such a delight that we can get to have some of them in the studio with us every Monday. I hope you had a good time. I hope you're already gingered to start your week with energy, okay? Listen to music and dance when you have to. When you wake up, be thankful for life. Everything might not be going how you would like, but that you can breathe, that you can see, you can walk. That's enough reason for you to give thanks to God. And please, this week, make sure that you tell the people that you love that you love them, because nobody knows tomorrow. I'll be here again next week by the grace of God till I come your way again. Have an amazing week. My name is Ania Makanwade. Goodbye.
The depth of your love. Oh Lord, you are the best. Jesus, you are the only Savior of my life. Savior of my life. Oh Lord, you are the best. You are the